Man, oh man, has the Amazing Spider-Man run from Zeb Wells have been a complete roller coaster. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, if you love daily comic book content, if you love Spider-Man content, then I think you came to the right place. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Alright guys, so today we're talking about The Amazing Spider-Man issue 37. Issue 36 reintroduced the character of Rek-Rap, and here on issue 37, he's very prominent, and if you don't like the character, I'm sorry, you're going to get him one more time in issue 38. Now, when it comes to this particular story, I'm not a real fan of it. Now, it does have its ups and downs, but it's nowhere near as good as I would say issues, 34 and 35, or 33, 34, and 35 with the whole Craven the storyline thing, right? And in this comic, again, you get the reintroduction of Rek-Rap, and he is teaming up with Peter Parker because they have to, I guess, find this guy, the Repo, and he is collecting all of these characters, like the Sinister Syndicate from from Madeline Pryor's Limbo world, and the Repo Man is actually after Rek-Rap himself, so they feel like they have to fight and do battle against him and whatnot. And even Peter Parker can't stand Rek-Rap. He's like that annoying. The biggest thing though I get out of this character though is that he's so annoying that it's just like you don't want to pay attention to him. You're like, get out of the comic book. It's just that bad, right? And the last time I checked, the person that's supposed to be funny in a Spider-Man comic, it's Spider-Man. He's the one that's supposed to be funny. He's the one that's supposed to be witty. Now, this could be just me, obviously. This is just my opinion, but I'm not a fan of, like, I don't know, forcing humor. And I feel like this book forces its humor. That's why I'm not a fan of Harley Quinn. That's why I'm not a fan of Deadpool, because everything has got to be a joke. And to me, that just is not, you know, a Spider-Man comic. I like it sprinkled in at times, or the humor has to feel organic. Now, the artwork in this comic is actually pretty good. I do like the characters, the way they look. I do like the action scenes, right? Especially these opening pages right here, when you get to see Rek-Rap. It's good. It's good. It looks really nice. So there's no complaints there. Even this Repo guy, he's like very horrific looking as he eats his, you know, his enemies or the people that he's trying to repossess and whatnot. So you know, again, I thought that looked great. But the overall story with him trying to capture him and stuff, I'm like, where are we going with this? What's the point of Rek-Rap? Is he going to play a significant role in the Spider-Man universe? This is just another Spider character that we really don't need, right? I know everyone has their favorites, and it's just crowding the universe that much more. Now, the good parts of this story is you do get an interlude because the gang war is coming after issue 38, and you get this story with Hammerhead surrounding him is the other Magia members and whatnot, and then you get the return of Count Nefario here. So I thought that was pretty cool. If you're not familiar with this character, he first appeared in, I think, Avengers issue 13, if I stand corrected, and it looks like he's going to be the big bad going into this. In the last issue, we saw Silvermane, so I like how they do sprinkle in these little things here when it comes to the gang war, but are people going to be checked out by the time this event actually starts? And does anybody really care at this point? It's very frustrating. For 28 pages and for $5, Spider-Man has to be that top tier comic book. I would say that with the Craven storyline, that's where we need to be every single time, and this does not deliver, in my opinion. Of course, if you love the comic, that's great. I am glad that you do. But this was very, very disappointing in my eyes. We do get a cast of characters in here. There's a lot. Like I said, there's Rek-Rap, Spider-Man. We get to see Madeline Pryor. We get to see Hammerhead, Kraken the Hunter, which is one of the guys that the Repo Man wound up capturing. We get to see Norman in here, which was another intriguing part because Norman seems very angry, okay? So if you read the Kraven story last issue, it seemed like he did get some of those sins back. And when Parker goes to seek Norman Osborn's help, he actually sits there and blows him off. And he goes, if it's nothing important, he's like, I got a whole bunch of other people that I have to attend to. I will see you later, Parker. So that's a small inkling that Green Goblin is going to be returning soon, because no matter what Norman would go through, or I'm sorry, what Peter would go through, Norman would be by Peter's side no matter what, the smallest thing. So there is a little indication that the Green Goblin is returning. So this book is not all bad, guys, but the main story, this fill-in story until we get to the gang war, is just really not needed, in my opinion. It would have been great if we got through the Kraven storyline, and then maybe we had like one little fun, like one shot with maybe Rek-Rap as a palate cleanser and a little inkling of Norman Osborn and maybe an interlude, but we don't need 3 parts of this Rek-Rap crap to sit here and just stall until the gang war comes out, because the gang war is going to be a long, long thing. So let's just get started here. Let's cross our fingers that it gets better. And again, I'm giving Zeb Wells the benefit of the doubt, but this gang war is going to be it. And this will determine if this goes down as the worst Amazing Spider-Man run in Spider-Man history. And I want to know that in the comments below. What was your least favorite Spider-Man run in your existence of reading Amazing Spider-Man comics? Is it this one to date? Is it Nick Spencer? Is it Dan Slott? Is it the stuff from the past? Just let me know in the comments below. I want to know all of that. So there you guys have it. There is my thoughts on the Amazing Spider-Man. If I had to give this one a grade, it's a very average issue, because it's got great artwork, but the story is very, very mediocre, with seeds being planted of a possible event that will be good or won't be good, because just like Zeb Wells' run, it's very inconsistent. So guys, if you love my content, I'll leave you more content right here. In fact, this is my latest series, brand new, that I kicked off the other day, called More Than Meets the Page, as I am discussing the whole Energon universe. So if you like that kind of thing, check it out. And as always, guys, make sure you support the local comic shops and keep buying, keep collecting, but more importantly, guys, always read your comics. Guys, I'll see you real soon. Take care.